Uh, my name is Sofia Fonseca, and I'm an intern manager for the North York campus. Okay, over this presentation, we'll go over some highlights of what you should learn over the semester. We will have a walkthrough on Schoology. It kind of allow you to understand a little bit more of what you can see. The do's and don'ts, what do we have available for you, and a lot of information that it's very important for you to know. Just a second. Okay, thank you, Christina. Can you change the slide, please? Okay, like I said, my name is Sofia Fonseca, and I'm intern manager for North York campus. Okay, so over this presentation, we'll go over the getting started for classes, Schoology navigation, student academic success, academic support and services, and co-op and career services. So now I'll give it to my coworker, Melissa. You muted, Melissa.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Melissa Parsons. I am the academic advisor for the Brampton campus, and I'm just going to go through a few things with you regarding your Schoology. Next slide, please. So our student expectations, you are expected to spend at least 3 to 4 hours in each course every week to be successful in this semester. By going through all learning materials posted on Schoology Weekly, you are also expected to complete the weekly discussions, assignments, quizzes, tests, and all other assessments posted by your teacher. You are required to meet the deadlines, and you should check your campus login for your grades. If you have any questions about your course material, your teacher should always be your first contact. Okay. Please send your teacher a message through Schoology. Now your Schoology account, Schoology is going to be the most important platform in your studies. It's going to be your best friend. So just think of it as Facebook, and you're going to check it daily. Schoology is a learning platform that allows you to interact with your teachers. In there, you will see all of your important school updates, notifications, assignments, quizzes, due dates, and you'll submit your work. You'll be able to message your instructors or group mates should you have any questions or concerns. And in each of your courses, you'll be able to view your course outline, course syllabus, and view the welcome folder from the Academic Department. One of the most important things to remember is to try to use a desktop version when submitting any assignments or taking any tests. We're now going to watch a short video on how to maneuver your Schoology account.
Hello, everyone. This is Danzen, the academic manager of the Brampton campus. And today I will walk you through on how to log in, how to join a course, and how to navigate through our online courses in Schoology. So let's get started. So step one, we go to hanson.schoology.com. This app is also available through any mobile device. It may be Apple products or Android devices. So for username, we use the HID for our students, and the password would be their AID. For this session, I'll be using my personal account to go through the platform. Once you're in, you could see the announcements board and the reminders and upcoming events. You could see here we're in an announcement is given by different departments. So in order for them to check, they could see here marketing 2. And then now we can navigate through the course. So it has first the Cambrian course outline, which has the vocational learning outcomes, and it is uploaded by the academics department. We also have the course syllabus. The course syllabus indicates the evaluation breakdown, the academic policies, and course schedule. So students would know when are their graded evaluations and scheduled conference calls through Zoom. So evaluation methods, we have policies here, and the course schedule. So here. Hello, everyone. This is Danzen, the academic manager of the Brampton.
Okay, so that is me again. So in regards to the Schoology password, I want to say something. The AID will be for students that are enrolled manually. Okay, so if you register using the app and the app send you an email, your password will be probably something different. Just follow whatever is on your email. Okay, AID is just for students that were added manually by the academic department. Okay. I also want to say, if you have any questions, please direct them for the Q&A. You have someone answering. You have Shuhan and Kalisha helping you out with all the questions that you may have. Okay, and this PowerPoint is also available on the Getting Started. Okay, so now we will go over the academic success key dates, technologies checklist, course syllabus, attendance policy, and faculty communication. So the most important key days, so to speak, is the week one, the Q&A. That would happen on the 14th at 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. Week 4 is the first evaluations, will be a test that you may have, an assignment. Week 7 and 9 will be the midterm exam, so make sure you don't miss that one. It's very, very important. Week 8 is the reading week. Usually on the reading week, there's no class, okay? The instructors, however, will upload something for you to go over, like a PowerPoint, an article, so please check it. Week 14 is the final exam week, okay? Okay, technology checklist. Because now we all online, it is very important to have certain things. So important, a desktop. Yes, you can use your phone, but your phone will not allow you to see everything perfectly. PowerPoints, access to anything that the teacher may upload. Better to have a computer. Reliable internet or Wi-Fi. Okay, if you don't have Wi-Fi, try to have your phone with a high data plan, and then you use it as a backup plan. And camera or microphone, just you can interact with your with your friends in class, with the teacher. It is very important to have those things. Okay, course syllabus. Course syllabus has, every course has one. Okay, on your course syllabus you can see what is happening, like the exam dates, tests, quizzes, when will your Zoom class be. You can plan your other activities around the syllabus in a way that you don't miss anything important that may happen for that class for that week. So first thing that you should do when you log in, check your syllabus, see the important dates, see what's going on throughout the semester. Okay, attendance policy. So as per CIC regulation, international students must have 80% of attendance in all classes, okay? Poor attendance may be considered a violation of the study permit, okay? And attendance, it's because we are online, they are allocated by your teacher with assignments, quizzes, anything that you may submit for that week counts as attendance for you, okay? Sometimes CIC may reach out to us and ask, hey, is this student attending class? So make sure you are, and make sure everything is fine so that we don't have to tell them, hey, no, the student is not attending, okay? Faculty communication, okay. So you can communicate with your instructors about lots of things. You can communicate about assignments, tests, grades, concerns about how you're doing in class, okay? You can request a feedback on anything that you may submit, the test or assignment. How can you communicate with them, right? You can use email. You can use Schoology message, or you can use the Q&A discussion board on your course, okay? What is important? When you do message your instructor, make sure to say, which course are you talking about? Which section are you in? Your name and your HID. As you may understand, teachers have tons of students, like they have 10 classes, each class 30 students. So it is very difficult for them to figure out who the student is just by, hi sir, I missed your exam, please let me do again. Like there's no information to it, so it's very difficult, and that will become a back and forth with emails until the teacher actually find out who the student is. So make sure to put all the information required, okay? Okay, so now we will go over to student support, peer mentor program, and student resources, and I'll give it back to Elma.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elma, and I'm one of the academic advisors here at North York. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the resources that we have here at Hanson for student support. Firstly, we have the Peer Mentor Program, which is a great program to get help with your classes. Peer mentors are available 5 days a week, and they provide free tutoring sessions, which can either be private or group sessions of less than 10 students. They also provide mentoring sessions, which again can be private or in a group of less than 5 students. And the difference between tutoring and mentoring is that tutoring provides help with your academic courses, and mentoring can be a bit more personal in nature. In your Getting Started at Hanson course, there's a step-by-step on how to sign up for tutoring sessions. And these sessions are free. They're a great resource to get help with your courses, as well as connect with your peers. For Brampton bookings, you can contact Pia, the academic advisor at Brampton. And for North York bookings, you can contact me, and both of our emails are here on the slide. We also have some great online resources, and all of this can be accessed when you go to our main website, hansoncollegeon.com. Under Student Life, if you click Login, just scroll at the very bottom, you will find available resources for students. These are great tools for using when purchasing books online, and we also offer a premium account for Grammarly, a great resource for writing papers. So do check these resources out. They're there for your success. And of course, if you have any questions, please address them in the Q&A. And I will pass it on to Kenny. Next slide, please. And thank you.
Thank you so much. Good morning, students. My name is Kenny, and I'm your placement coordinator for the Brampton campus. Please, next slide. Awesome. Next slide, please. So I'm going to be introducing the CoOp and Career Services team. So as you already know, I'm the placement coordinator for the Brampton campus. If you're in the North York campus, your placement coordinator is Laura Logiaco, and Jiban is the job developer for both campuses. Next slide, please. So first and foremost, what is CoOp or placement? So placement actually provides students with hands-on experience from a company, right? So most people would know something like internship, or if you've heard the word placement before, this is something related to that. So you're going to be working with a company and gaining hands-on experience from the employers and your colleagues as well. And this will definitely be in a company or business related to your field of study. And yes, placement is very mandatory, CoOp is very mandatory, and this will depend on the course you are taking. However, you cannot graduate without a placement or CoOp or a capstone project in the case. And your placement would actually depend on your program. Like I mentioned earlier, the duration is either going to be 7 weeks, 8 weeks, or 13 weeks. But I'll be discussing that further in the next few slides. Next slide, please. So I would like to address all the programs from Brampton campus and provide more details. So first and foremost is hospitality. Hospitality has the least duration of placement. However, it has 4 semesters. And you can either do a placement or a capstone for this course. You also have human resources and IBBH, which is international business, and both have the same duration of 3 semesters. However, your placement is going to be in the 3rd semester. And last but not the least is cloud computing, which is for 4 semesters, and placement is going to also be in the last semester. I'd like to mention that for human resources and international business, the duration of the placement is 8 weeks, which starts in week 1 to week 8, and cloud computing actually lasts for 13 weeks, which starts from week 1 to week 13. Hospitality starts from week 9 to week 15. Next slide, please. For the North York campuses, we have 5 programs, and I would like to start off with tourism. So tourism lasts for 4 semesters for the entire program, but the placement is actually going to take place in the last semester. And it's similar to hospitality in the sense that your placement or capstone is going to start from week 9 and end in week 15. International business, very similar to the Brampton campus, actually has 8 weeks of placement, and this will start from week 1 to week 8. Hospitality, similar to Brampton campus, is a 4-semester program. The placement is in the last semester, but the placement starts from week 9 and ends in week 15. Mobile application is similar to the co-op program at Brampton, and this is for 4 semesters. Your co-op is going to be in your last semester, and also it starts from week 1 and ends in week 13. There's a slight difference in mobile application in the sense that you can actually have a co-op in your 3rd semester and 4th semester. So that's a different variable from the co-op, that's cloud computing in the Brampton campus. We finally have the international, the IT business analysis, which is for 3 semesters. Your placement will be starting from week 1 and ending in week 8. And this is also a 3-semester program that will have its placement in the last semester. Next slide, please. So what expectations do you have for co-op and placement? What should you do immediately you are ready to commence, right? So first of all, you want your placement coordinator to be informed about your decision. Are you doing a capstone, or are you doing a placement, or are you doing a co-op? And all these are going to be communicated via Schoology. So you want to ensure that you submit all the necessary documents that are required for a placement or co-op if that's your decision, or if it's a capstone project, and these forms have to be approved by your placement coordinator. Also, at the end of your placement or your co-op, you are expected to submit documents or assignments, and you have to pass these assignments in order for you to graduate from Hanson or your program. Next slide, please. How can you qualify to do a co-op or a placement? First of all, you must ensure you have a GPA of 2.0 or above. Without this qualification, you may not be able to commence your placement or co-op and capstone project. You must have a valid co-op work permit. This is essential, and I'm going to discuss more in detail in the next coming slides. Also, you want to ensure that you submit all your placement approval documents or your capstone documents before the deadline. Failure to do this may mean that you will not commence your placement, co-op, or capstone project, or it may be delayed in certain cases. Next slide, please. So what is a capstone project? I've talked about the placement or the co-op, which is definitely a hands-on practical experience you get from an employer in a company or an organization. A capstone project is quite different because it's a work integrated research project, and this will be done or conducted with either an employer or your supervisor in Hanson College, which will be your instructor. Most times this is conducted in groups. That's your classmates are going to be your group mates. Sometimes it's done individually, and this will depend on the population of the class as well as your instructor. However, you're going to be carrying on intensive research that is related to your field of study. A capstone project will help you further understand your industry and the challenges that they face. Especially in the times of pandemic, this is a wonderful opportunity to get first-hand experience and understanding of what's going on globally and locally. And an important factor to mention here is a capstone project lasts at the same time as a project, as a placement or co-op. So if you have a 7 weeks placement for your program, you're also going to be getting a 7 weeks capstone project. And this relates to other courses as well. Next slide, please. So co-op work permit advising process. So first of all, you want to ensure that you connect with your placement coordinators. Essentially, you want to have your work permit as soon as possible. When should you apply? If you have not applied for your work permit, please apply for it today. If you are not sure about your status, please confirm with your agent or immigration consultant. Or if you did the application yourself, please ensure that you have submitted a work permit application. If you already have a work permit and you are not certain it is valid for Hanson College, feel free to send it to us. That's the CoOp and Career Services team, and we'll be more than happy to help you verify that. It's very essential to apply as early as possible, like I mentioned, because it takes about 3 to 6 months for you to receive that co-op permit. Also, if you are planning to extend it, for example, if you're coming from a different college, that means you're coming with a permit from a different school. So it's better for you to apply early so that you can get the valid one. Also, you need to contact your placement coordinators, which is me, Kenny, for Brampton campus, or Laura for North York campus, 2 semesters before your placement begins. Hanson staff are not certified immigration consultants. Please do not ask us any immigration question. If you have your immigration concerns, please feel free to connect with the Hanson immigration consultant with the Student Services Department, or you can meet a personal immigration agent or consultant from your own end. Next slide, please. So what services are we going to support you with in the team, right? So first and foremost, in terms of career, we'll be supporting you with resume writing and cover letter writings. You're also going to be receiving advice on how to search for placements or co-op. You'll receive assistance with interview preparation. So we have regular mock interviews and you can book appointment with your placement coordinators. And also we have workshop offered on the individual topics above. And so please feel free to connect with us if you have any concerns. These workshops will be posted in your courses. So this will either be in your Getting Started at Hanson course or in your Co-op and Career Services course. Please look out for updates from me, Laura, or Jiban. If you require group support or one-on-one support, that will be made available. And like I mentioned earlier, please ensure you reach out to the immigration consultant as soon as possible if you need any immigration advice. Next slide, please. Thank you so much, Sophia. It's next to you.
Thank you, Kenny. Okay, so the academic contact says, if you have any questions, you please contact us. Okay, so for the academic team, it's academicsont@hansoncollege.com. For Kenny's team is careerservicesont@hansoncollege.com. Christina, can you go back to the slide for the platforms, please? Thank you. Melissa?
So these are your student platforms that you're going to be using. Your campus login, you'll use weekly, and there you can view your grades, your attendance, you can view your tuition payments, your receipts. You can request all your documents like your letters, your transcripts, any documents that you need along with your insurance, and you can update your contact information there. Your Schoology, again, you will be using that daily to do your assignments and your coursework. You view your course information, get your college updates, and complete the Hanson Getting Started folder. Your My Cambrian account, that will be available to you in week 3 of your studies, and you can check your final transcripts, your GPA, you can get your tax forms from there and update your contact information for your graduation documents when you do finally graduate. Your Office 365 online account, that will be available 48 hours after you have fully registered. And this is going to be your official Hanson email. You will use this for your LinkedIn learning, which will be available to you in the first week of June. You will also be available to have Grammarly and the free use of Microsoft online applications, along with communicating with anyone in the college. If you have any questions, oh, sorry, I can't see the bottom screen there. You can contact the academic department or the accounts department at accountsont@hansoncollege.com, or again, the academics department at academicsont@hansoncollege.com. Back to you, Sophia.
Thank you. So we'll try to answer now with the Q&A the most questions that you can. Okay, we have 104 questions. Let's see if we can get them all. Christina, you can stop sharing. Okay. So the first question that I see here is, ma'am, when my professors say today's Zoom class is not happening, they send some study material. It is important Zoom class, or we can read material they send to us. So instructors divide the semester in Schoology in 2 weeks. So it doesn't mean that every week we'll have a Zoom session, right? The instructor will post something. If there's not a Zoom session, just go over the material that is posted. PowerPoints, maybe you have an assignment that must be submitted, like you may have a video to watch. Just you need to make sure that you go over every week and you check everything that is posted weekly. Okay. Another one. Hi, ma'am, how do I get the link for classes? So classes are on Schoology. Okay. If you do have a Zoom class, the link should be posted in your Zoom class, in your Schoology class, either on the weekly folder or on the updates, you need to open and check if for that week, again, use the syllabus to see if you will have a live-to-live Zoom session with your teacher, or you just have to read the material.
Can also be in your inbox as well.
Okay, another one. Mom, my grades are not showing on campus login. What to do now? So, Gurleen, if you are a first semester student, you will have no grades until the end of the until you start doing assignments and grades start showing. So for now, nothing will show to you if you are a first semester student. Kalisha, I have a question. I don't know if you want to take it. I am a bit confused about dress code. Can you please tell me?
Sure. I actually was going through the list of questions that we have, and I've made note of a few questions that I see have been repeated. So for dress code, if you have a live Zoom class with your teacher or with your instructor, I would say dress moderately appropriately, so that when you see your classmates, you're able to say, this is, for example, I see a number of persons, Gerline, for example. So you wouldn't wear something that you'd probably wear to a party. You'd probably wear something that we're all wearing here in this meeting right now. And you're having FaceTime with your teacher. So I would say just even a t-shirt is fine, but nothing that is going to be out of the ordinary, really. But I mean, whatever you have is fine. A t-shirt is fine. There is no particular dress code that we have for your Zoom sessions. And I also wanted to mention, there are a number of students who are asking, how do I submit my assignments? How do I attend my classes? All your classes are conducted through Schoology. So I think Melissa said it, Sophia said it, and we can't say it enough. All your classes are conducted through Schoology. So when you go into your Schoology course and you go into your week 1 folder, you will see exactly what you'll be covering in week 1. So if you have a Zoom class that is planned for week 2 or week 3, the link will be in that week's folder. So you don't need to worry about it. Okay. I have also a number of questions asking, how do I contact my instructors? Your instructor's email address is located at the top of the course syllabus. So the very first folder that you'll see when you go into your courses is the course outline and syllabus. If you click on that and you open the course syllabus, you will see the contact information for your instructors. The email address is there. So you can always, as we said, send an email to your instructor and ensure that you have your name, your HID, your program, your semester, and your group, and the course that you're asking about. Okay, because we know you do different courses, so we need to know, your instructors need to know which specific course are you referring to. All your tests, your assignments can be located on Schoology. Again, as I said, your week 1, go into your week 1 and you will see exactly what you will be covering for week 1. I think Melissa also covered the MyCambrian. All those platforms will be ready for you. Once they're ready, you will get a notification and you can always log in. Sophia, can I continue or do you want me to pass it over to you?
I can read some questions. You want me to read some questions and then?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so the question that we have, it's like the Cambrian login. When will my Cambrian login be ready? Sorry, it is an issue while login. Like we said, week 3 they should be ready. So maybe you're gonna help me with this one. The quizzes are not relevant to material provided. What to do?
It's week 1, so I'm not sure. I would have to look at an example to see what exactly you're referring to. But as far as I'm aware, as far as we're aware, quizzes, assignments are relevant to the materials that are provided. I know sometimes instructors might give you homework, for example, just for your attendance. So your attendance is taken through your participation in the class each week. So once you do your attendance, once you do your homework or whatever discussion, sometimes there's a discussion board for you to share your ideas, share your opinions. So that will be able to cover your attendance. So I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to.
Can I just add a little bit more regarding this question? So if you have any question regarding to your course assignments or your exams, please contact your instructor first. Your instructor is always the first person you need to contact with. After you contact with your instructor and the answer is not clear, let's say you're still confused, that you're still not satisfied with this answer, you can always send us an email to the academic advisors.
Okay. There's a student saying, hi, good morning, my dear teachers. Hi, Kiranjit, how are you doing? So it says here, respected staff, please provide a perfect class schedule for a student. Without the schedule of classes, the student face a lot of problems. So you should have get your schedule once you register. If you didn't, you need to contact registration. It will be registraront@hansoncollege.com. Am I correct, Melissa?
Yes, you're correct.
They will be able to provide you with a schedule for the semester. Okay, another question, sorry.
I'm seeing questions about enrollment letters. Your enrollment letter will be available to you in week 4 of your studies, and you can request that through your campus login. Just note that it can take 3 to 5 business days for any documents that you request.
Okay, I have another one. Tinku. Ma'am, yesterday our college communication class did not start because all the students did not receive any link to join. So like Kalisha said, I said, it doesn't mean that you have a Zoom session in every week. Probably the teacher just posts something for you to go over and check. Please check again. And if you face this problem, just email us. We're here to help you. We'll try to do the best that we can. Do you want to add anything, Alicia?
No, that's basically it. You've covered it.
Okay, says another one, where it will mention that we are counted as present.
So as we said to you before, your attendance is taken through your participation in your courses on Schoology. After you have participated in your discussions or you've submitted your homework, whatever your instructor is using to mark your attendance, then your attendance is updated to Campus Login. Campus Login is where you will see your grades for your semester and your attendance for your semester. Melissa also mentioned enrollment letters. If you'd like your enrollment letter, once Campus Login is available, you can go in and apply for your enrollment letters. These are distributed through the Student Services Department. So once you go onto Campus Login, once you have access and you go on, you will be able to apply for your enrollment letter, and the Student Services Department will be able to assist you with this request. Thank you.
Okay, we have another one. My Hanson student menu is not available in the Hanson app. So for this, even if you can't see everything on the Hanson app, you may have to contact accounts ONT at hansoncollege.com. They will better answer to your questions and try to help you the best that they can. Okay. It is hard to find Zoom according to class. The same thing that we said, like every class has a Zoom. It doesn't mean that they will have every week, but you have to log into each class to see on the syllabus when will it be, and you have to use the specific link for each class. There's no easy way of doing it. You just have to keep checking. Okay, I have a question about, hello teachers, I'm clear my IELTS exam on August 10, 2019. So my health will expire August 10, 2021. It's near. I want to know if flight ban will not over until August 2021. So it's compulsory for me to have a valid IELTS exam for come to Canada. And one more thing, am I get my visa approval also? Well, I'm not sure if any one of you knows the answer.
I can try to answer that question. So, in terms of the travel ban, we just have to wait on the government. So, whatever rules and regulate whatever rules and regulations they have, that's what we have to follow. We don't know when it will be lifted. We're still hoping for the best, but it's just a waiting game, really. In terms of your IELTS exam and your visa approval, I think that would more be a question for the recruitment team, because they're the ones who will handle your admissions, and I think your IELTS is part of your admissions. So that would be a question for another session. So in terms, as I said before, the travel ban, we're not sure when that will be, but we're just waiting on the directive from the government. In addition to that, I saw where persons were asking about vaccine, if they have to be vaccinated to travel. We're not aware of that. If it does come up, then we will all be informed eventually, but as of now, we have no information regarding that. Thank you.
So we have a lot of questions about, hi ma'am, how can I get a link about my class? And where we will mention that we are counted present. So again, like we said, on your schedule, for example, tomorrow you have an English class, okay? So when you open Schoology, you will have to go to your English class, click, and it will show you a folder that says probably week 1. You will have to open the folder. On the folder, if you have a Zoom session, we'll show you there, okay? If you don't, you just have to read the PowerPoints, submit any assignment that you may have to submit, and you're done for the week. That's how instructors will count you as present. You submitted the assignment, you read the questions. They probably just have a question like, please tell us about yourself, because, well, it's week 1, right? But that's the way you check. You have a class. On the time of the class, you open Schoology, you check what is for the week. You may have a Zoom session, you may not have a Zoom session, okay? But that's the way you check. Okay. I have a same question. Am I facing issues regarding the Zoom links? According to the timetable, I have a lecture tomorrow, but I haven't received any links. Please guide me further. Again, we will not email you the link. You have to open the class that you are supposed to have for that time. If you have a Zoom class, it will be mentioned there by the teacher. If not, you just have to read the PowerPoints, anything that is posted for the week. Okay. Please tell me what is the use of LinkedIn. You want to take it, Kalisha?
Sure. So Hanson provides LinkedIn accounts for students. This is where students can go in and they can do different courses. They can complete different courses, watch different videos. I'm not sure if when you go on LinkedIn, if you've seen persons do like different certificates. Sometimes they're 1 hour, sometimes they're 15 minutes, 2 hours, whatever it might be. So your instructor will be using LinkedIn. Some instructors will be using LinkedIn in the classes, where you'll be able to have access to a wide range of information, a wide range of training sessions, a wide range of videos, for your access as a Hanson student. So we provide that for you, and you're able to go in and go through the information. Some of this information will be valuable to some courses that you're doing. So say, for example, you're doing a marketing course. You're able to go into LinkedIn and you can find marketing presentations to watch, gather information, and you'll better be able to understand what marketing is, how do you market a product, different strategies to use. So that's basically the essence of LinkedIn. I think all of us here are part of LinkedIn, so we kind of understand what the whole essence of it is. So we just provide you with that account for you to be able to go in and see a little bit more than you would see on your end, just as a regular user.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. I'm unable to access my Cambrian account. I email many times the college, but still not able to access it. And it shows that it's unable to reach. So, funny thing, you can email about the same issue 100 times, but if it's not open, if it's not supposed to open, we won't be able to help you. So the Kimberly website is not run by Hanson, right? We can't help you with anything related to that. If you can't log in because your password is incorrect, you will have to email Kimberly directly. In this situation, we'll only be ready by week 3. We can't do anything to have it ready before. You will have to wait until week 3. Okay. So I had a, sorry, there's a lot of questions. um,
Can I interject here, Sophia?
sure.
So I saw questions where persons were asking about co-op and placement for general business. Now we have only certain programs are for you'll do co-op placement or capstone for. And Ekeni, do you want to assist with these programs? So Ekeni will share with you the programs that you will be required to do co-op, placement, or capstone.
Sure, Kalisha, thank you. And Christina, please, would you like us to have the slide that has both campus programs? So I know I can say at the top of my head, but just for students that want to jot it down or you want to take notes, this would be an opportunity. So for the Brampton campus, hospitality is a program that requires placement. And I would like to highlight here that placements have to be unpaid, while co-op have to be either unpaid or paid. So for Brampton, we have hospitality, like I mentioned earlier, is for 4 semesters and your placement is in your last semester. Human resource management, so that is also a 3-semester program. This has a placement. And remember, like I said, a placement also has the same duration as a capstone project. If you're unable to do a placement or a co-op, you have the option to do a capstone project. So these 4 courses, hospitality, human resource management, international business management, and cloud computing are the programs that require a placement, co-op, or capstone project in Brampton campus. If you are in GBBH, which is general business, or or it's called project management or organization management, you do not need a placement, a co-op, or a capstone project. You just go to school your regular way for this other semesters. Then for the North Shore campus, do you want to take the next slide, please? So the North Shore campus, you also have international business, you also have hospitality, you have tourism, you have mobile application, and you have IT business analysis. So for those in the North Shore campus, these 5 programs require a placement or a co-op and or a capstone project. Every other course is not listed amongst these 2 slides, do not require a placement or a capstone. Thank you, Kalisha.
Thank you, Kenny.
I have 2 questions more for Kenny. Sorry. So, hi, ma'am. Today is the co-op and student services workshop at 11, but at the same time, I have my academic classes. So, what do I have to do?
So I advise, just like I typed in the group in Schoology, please attend your classes. We are going to record that session and post it. And also, we are looking to revise the time to accommodate people. It's unfortunate that we can't accommodate everybody at the same time. However, we're going to be making videos of the workshop and post it. So please do well to watch these workshops when you see it posted in the updates. Thank you.
I have another one. Is a co-op work permit necessary? The second part of the question, Kalisha already answered. And ma'am, what about vaccination? Is it necessary to get vaccinated before traveling?
So I would answer the aspect of co-op. Yes, it is mandatory. Whether you're doing a placement, whether you're doing a co-op, either you're doing a capstone project, please, you need a co-op work permit. It is essential, it is necessary, it is vital. Apply as soon as possible. Kalisha, do you want to take the vaccination question again?
Sure, I can take the vaccination question. So, students are concerned. I understand your concern about being vaccinated before coming here. As we said before, we have no information regarding that. We are not aware that this is required. So, for now, we would not be able to give you a yes or a no because we have no information regarding that. So we're all just waiting to see what will happen, waiting to hear what the government has to say, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay. I have 3 more questions for Kenny. Hi, ma'am. First, I have co-op work permit letter. My visa is not stamped yet. Got PPR. Can I apply for co-op work permit? The same question, but another one. During visa filling, I chose the co-op option in my form. It is necessary to apply for co-op permit again. It's the same student. 2 questions.
Okay, so first and foremost, this question, I always advise you relate with your agent because they are the best people or person to know what they did in the application process. If your agent and you are sure, please confirm. If you are sure that your agent has already applied for your co-op work permit, then you do not need to apply again. You just require one application. So you have the option to apply for your permit when you are applying for your study permit. So you can apply for work permit and study permit at the same time. However, if you did not apply for the co-op work permit initially, then you can use that co-op letter to apply for the work permit. Again, if you have already applied for it and you are certain, please confirm with your agent. If you are sure, then do not reapply. But if you are unsure, please go ahead and verify with your agent. Just so I'm clear, can you repeat the first question? So I'm sure I answered it.
I don't have the question anymore.
Oh, it's okay. So I know it was something about you've received your stamp. So you'd have to reach out to an immigration consultant to really understand what the visa process is like in India or your home country, depending on where you are. So either reach out to the Hanson immigration consultant or your own personal consultant to find out what the status is with visa stamps or the whole immigration process. But as far as co-op is the permit is concerned, either you applied earlier and you do not apply again, or if you did not apply again before, apply again. Thank you.
Okay. Another one. What is the importance of co-op? It is necessary for all semesters or only for the last semester?
So it will depend on your program. So most of our courses, the placement or the co-op takes place in the last semester and it's mandatory. Either you do a co-op or a placement or you do a capstone project. Either way, you have to complete at least one of these. It's either you finish a placement or a co-op or a capstone project. And remember, this is not for everybody. These are just for the programs that I mentioned earlier. And the next thing you need to know is, let's see. So it's either you apply for one or the other, but it's mandatory to complete it. And it's different because mobile application has 2 semesters for the placement, sorry, for the co-op. So for every other program, you just do it once in 1 semester. So for example, hospitality has 4 semesters. In the first 3 semesters, you're going to school as usual. Actually, in your final semester, for the first 7 weeks, you're actually going to classes as usual. It's only during that last semester for the last part of it that you need to do the placement of the capstone project. Now it's going to differ if you're in mobile application. A mobile application student has the option to do a capstone or a co-op 2 semesters, right? You can either do it in your 3rd semester, or you can do it in your last semester. You don't do it in your 1st semester or your 2nd semester. That's going to depend again. If you're doing international business, you have 3 semesters for your program and the placement is in your last semester. So this varies. And just like I mentioned, like all this information is on Schoology. And if you're still having doubts, you can feel free to reach out to Career Services, onp@hansoncollege.com. However, all this information, the journey line is actually in your Schoology course. If you review it, you're going to find all this content. So you don't do placement or co-op in all your semesters. It's just going to depend on your program. Some it happens in 2 semesters, some happens in their final semester. Thank you.
And can I also add here, the information is also on the website. So for every course, it will tell you what you'll be covering in your 1st semester, 2nd semester, 3rd semester, and 4th semester if you have one. Thank you.
I have two more questions for you, Kenny.
Sure.
I'm going
Yes,
to read
ma'am.
both together, okay? So if one don't want to do Capstone Project instead, he, she is interested in going co-op, will placement coordinator help? And the next one was how and when to apply for co-op.
Okay, so first question is, are we going to help? So everything has a deadline, right? There's a certain time you have to choose whether you're doing a capstone project or you're doing a co-op or a placement, depending on your program. It's essential for you to submit whatever switch you want to do. Please make your switch before the deadline. So if, for example, you started with a capstone project in week 1 of your second semester or your third semester, depending on what program you're doing, if you come a week before the deadline and decide to switch, that's fine. We can help you if you find a place or if we are able to assist you in getting a placement opportunity, right? So it's very dependent. Getting a placement is not just saying I want to do a placement or a co-op. You have to find an employer that is willing to employ you. And like we always advise students, do well to search by yourself, but we'll be able to provide assistance when you need it. Now, if you're able to secure this employment before the deadline, perfect. We will just need you to complete the approval documents for a placement or a co-op, and you'll be able to ride on. Now, if you come a week after the deadline, we will be unable to help you because at this time, we have already sent out details to Cambrian and all documentations have been put in place, and we are already certain that you're doing a capstone project. So that's where it differs. You can switch, but it has to be before the deadline, and you also have to have an employer ready and willing to accept you. Now, the next question was capstone. Can you repeat the second question again?
When and when to apply for co-op.
Okay, so now this happens a semester before your placement semester. So if you're in international business, for example, you have 3 semester programs. Your last semester, which is the third semester, is your placement. So you're supposed to submit your documents in your second semester. Typically, the deadline for all the program is the last week, which is week 15 of the second semester or third semester, depending. So the last semester before your placement semester, the last week is the deadline for you to submit your capstone or your placement documents. So that is how you apply. You apply for your co-op or your placement by submitting these documents. Once we receive these documents, if you're doing placement or co-op, we'll be able to review and assess the employer to ensure that it tallies with your program or your field of study. In some cases, we may decline it if we find it's illegitimate, right? But if it's a proper place that is the right and it blends in with your program, you would have no cause to worry because we'll approve it right away and you'll be ready to move on with your placement or co-op the next semester. However, you have to make sure you complete that document accurately, submit it to us, and we'll take a look at it. Thank you, Sophia.
Okay, I have another one. Answer about taking a drop between semesters. So currently we don't have official drops between semesters. If you decide that you want to take a semester off, you have to commit that registration and it will be most probably an official drop because we don't provide official drops as of now. I have a lot of questions about career services. Please email them. They are here to help. Career services, ont@hansoncollege.com. I have another one. Mom, my classes timing is not the same as the schedule given by the college, and I haven't got the timetable for college communication subject. So the classes should have the same timing. Some teachers, however, if you have first semester, you have consultation hours. That may be the case. That may be a consultation hour that the teacher is available to answer all your questions. But the classes itself should be at the same time. If it's not, please reach out to us and we'll try to figure out what's going on.
Can I just add on to what you said, Sophia?
Sure.
So, as Sophia said, there are consultation hours planned for first semester students. These hours are for teachers to be able to connect with you outside of your regular scheduled class time. We know that we have some students overseas, and because of this, we have planned, we have consultation hours for you to be able to connect directly with your teacher. So with these consultation hours, your instructor will reach out to you to find a time that is most appropriate for everyone. And it's usually based on your time. So if you're outside of Canada, we try to cater to the time that is most convenient to you wherever you are. And when we plan these consultation hours, please make use of them. You will have FaceTime with your instructors and you will be able to ask questions. You'll see other students in these consultation meetings, and you will be able to connect and see the persons who are, who you're in class with. Thank you.
We have a lot of questions. We still have 209 questions, and the session is supposed to finish at 9:26. Most of your questions, it's about the classes, the attendance, the class is again, open the Schoology, look at the class that you are supposed to have at that time, open the weekly folder and see what the teacher posts. Okay, it may not be a Zoom session, it may just be an assignment, maybe the teacher just wants to check in on you. Open and check what is there.
Mhm.
There's a lot of questions about, do we need travel support? You need to reach out to settlement services. I don't know the email. Can you guys help me with the email?
It's settlement services, ONT, @hansoncollege.com. We're currently not issuing any settlement letters right now due to the travel ban. When that is lifted, they will start reissuing that. There are requirements for you to fill out. You need to submit your receipt, you need to submit your program, everything like that. And it can take 3 to 5 business days, not including weekends.
Okay. There's another one. What is the deadline to defer from May intake to September intake? We are not accepting any more deferrals, so it won't be possible for you to defer to September.
May I just add something here, Sophia?
Sure.
So I know that for first semester students, this may be your first time studying online. This may be your first international studies, So we understand that you might be a little bit anxious, and we understand that you don't know what's happening yet. But what we suggest to all our students is just take it a day at a time, a week at a time. The first thing you do for this week, go into your classes, read through your materials, ensure that you go through all the syllabi available. These will give you a direct idea of what will be covered in all your classes each week. You'll be able to use these to make your study plan. You'll be able to use these to create your calendar for the semester, to say, okay, this assignment is due on this day, this is due on this day. Take your time, go through. Schoology is very user-friendly. It's very, very easy to use. So I'm going to just give you some time, take a day, take 2 days, just go through Schoology, see how it works, and you'll be so surprised how easy it is to navigate Schoology. So don't panic. Take your time, go through the information, and we're always here to support our students. Academic department is here, student services departments are here, all other departments all other departments are here to support you. But as Shuhan mentioned, your instructor is your first point of contact. Always. I've seen persons asking in the chat, I have an assignment, I don't understand. Can you explain it to me? Your instructor is the person who will be able to explain that assignment to you. So what I'll suggest, and I don't think you really have like a huge assignment in week one. Maybe it's just something for you to, as we, maybe it's just a homework or a little classwork discussion for you to do. But if you don't understand, always reach out to your instructor. The email address is found at the top of the syllabi, and you can also in your discussion group on Schoology, in that course, you can send a message to your instructor as well. So all the best for the semester, and we're here to support you. I think we have covered a lot of your questions, the main ones about Schoology and your logins. And just always remember, we're here to support you. Your instructor is the first point of contact. Take some time, go through Schoology. It is user friendly. You'll be very surprised once you take one day. You'll just get it. I promise you. And that's it from me. Thank you. And I'll hand over back to Sophia.
Well, this is the last question that I'm going to answer, just because I think it's funny. One of the questions that we have is, are the instructors in North York friendly? Yes. All our instructors, all our staff, we are very friendly, very accommodating. You just have to make sure that you talk to us. Like, we can't help you unless you come to us and say, Miss, I have this problem. How can I fix it? Advisors like Alma, Shuhan, Melissa, Pia, myself, Kalisha, everyone here, just email us. If we can help you, I can guarantee you that we'll find a way. We will direct you to the right person so that you get your problem fixed. Okay. You guys want to say anything, or are we wrapping up for now?
Can I just add 2 more points?
Sure.
Sure. Because I see students are asking, and sometimes we don't get the reminders about class or assignments. So Schoology is very useful. You're going to use it throughout your semester, but there's 2 things you cannot expect on Schoology. First one is reminders all the time, because for all your assignments, your exams, the due dates are all provided to you by the weekly folders or in your syllabus. Or if you like to say, I'm still confused, talk to your instructor. But some instructors will like put like notifications on the calendar, but most of them will not. So if you miss your assignments or your exam because you don't see the notification on the calendar, this is your responsibility, not the instructors. So always check your syllabi. The second thing is, do not check your final grades on Schoology. So again, some instructors will post grades, like update grades on Schoology, but not all of them. Campus login is always the place for you to check your grades. That's it.
I'd like to add, well, something regarding CoOp and career services. So I've shared in the chat. So for those who are not so clear about CoOp and career services, we are having a workshop by 11 a.m. today to actually go through the Schoology courses, getting started enhancing. How can you find the CoOp and career services folder? And for those who are already in a CoOp course, this is an opportunity for you to actually join and see us show you. It's more like a walkthrough. We're going to be sharing the screen to put you through how to go through these courses and where to submit your resumes, where do you submit your cover letters, how do you book an appointment. So this is an opportunity for you to join. I know there's so much information that has been shared today. CCS is a lot, and but we'll go intense and provide more details. And I've also dropped an email there. If you are unable to attend because you have classes, do not panic. Do not send us a message about how are you going to conflict, how you're having conflicting classes, right? We will share this on Schoology. All we just plead is please watch. Just watch it. And if you have questions, do well to send it to Career Services ONT at hansoncollege.com. Thank you.
Well, I'll add something as well. Just if you guys are all still confused about Schoology and how to submit assignments and everything like that, we have our peer mentors who are currently working on a webinar that they're going to be hosting within the next week. They will be doing a walkthrough on how to view your assignments, how to submit it, and everything in regards to Schoology. If you are unable to attend that as well, they will record it, and there will be a posting up on Schoology for you guys to review it as well. Okay.
Okay. Guess we're done for today. Well, again, reach out to us. We're here to help you. I'll try to do the best that we can. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Thank you.